So, Emma, what are we talking about today?
The times when we drag our kids out the house and take them somewhere.
Like at weekends or day trips.
And hopefully we have a nice time.
Well, hello there! You have stumbled across our little pocket of cosy conversation in the noise of parenting advice. Welcome to the imaginary, quaint kid cafe today with the Crippen family.
Hooray! Do they have very good prices?
Oh yes, cheap prices here.
Good.
It's no National Trust cafe. Other vendors are available.
Yeah.
Sat across from me, as always, is my beautiful wife.
Do you want me to say my name?
Oh, yes, we should probably say our names. Although I have said your name. Yes, go on. This is as messy as always.
But,
go on then. What's your name?
I'm Emma.
Oh, have we got a... We normally do a little thing. Oh, I'm Elliot, and I'm the one that never loses my phone.
Oh, no. I'm Emma, and I always lose my phone. And we can put along with that my keys that we also always lose. I always lose. I say we like it's a collective problem. It becomes your problem that I've lost them.
Oh, yes, several times a day. It's, where's my phone gone? I've lost this.
Running late. Where's my keys? When I put them, it's like, I don't know. I wasn't with you. I'm like,
Is there anything that I particularly, I don't know about lose? What about like a bugbear
I was going to say you lose your mind. This happened yesterday.
Go on then.
Where we have conversations and he completely forgets that we ever talked about this. And
yes,
then I'll tell him about it later.
I was going to say, yeah.
And then he's like, no, I never said that. I'm like, we did. We literally had this conversation.
I'm pretty sure the reason why we definitely didn't have the conversation. I have no recollection of it.
It makes me feel like I should just record us all day, every day, so that I can go one moment, like get it out and be like, you literally said this.
Well, there you go. Emma can never find her phone or her keys, and I just can't remember any conversations we've ever had. That's us. Oh, we should also mention, obviously, we have two children, two daughters, Lily and Lola. One who's 1 and a few months, Lola, and one who's 4.5, almost 5, Lily. 5. Just so you know, our family setup.
Yeah, and our little dynamic.
That's kind of what we'll be talking about today, is going out and about to places with 2 kids under 5.
Yep. Parenting achievement time.
It's our segment at the beginning of the show where we like to share either a fail story or, a funny moment or just a relatable situation to parenting to, just highlight that we're normal parents too. We don't get everything right.
Yeah.
Things go wrong all the time.
Constantly.
One thing I wanted to chat about briefly was about cars, because it kind of relates to our topic today.
Right.
Now, you as a non-driver don't have this as much, but I just thought we've not really we've talked about like kids in cars before, but like as a driver, I feel like it's the most dangerous sport about. I'm not quite sure how much it matters when you're driving along with 2 kids that are like screaming their heads off in the back of the car. It's pretty distracting.
Yeah.
I'm like leaning back and trying to pass the baby something in her car seat, or like a bottle gets like passed back, like, can you open this? Can you open this snack?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I must say it is a bit easier with 2. That Lily's quite good now when you say distract the baby, so she'll start going like, twinkle twinkle little star, but she says it, I don't know why, she always sings it like an ogre.
Yeah
But it does entertain Lola. The problem is they also do sometimes annoy each other, so they're just screaming it because the other one's touched them, something mild.
Yeah, that's it.
But I think it's slightly improved.
A recent development with Lola is, of course, she loves to throw things.
Oh, yeah.
So like her dummy or like a snack or something, or a toy she's got. And she'll just...
they always go, it's when they're learning about gravity. I'm like, it might be, but it's also quite annoying.
But then it's like, well, we can't get it. Like, you've thrown it down the side of the car into this little gap. I can't get that.
She's crying, and I'm like, you threw it.
Yeah.
If you wanted it, why did you throw it?
A particularly dangerous one is I've often had a scenario where Lily's feeling particularly sensitive, and like she wants to hold my hand. It's like when I'm in the car by myself taking her somewhere, I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is either illegal or just very dangerous.
Very bad
that
driving.
I've got a hand behind my back, holding her hand and trying to drive one-handed.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I have a similar thing with Lola, but when I'm she's in the pushchair, where she often wants to hold my hand. And people, they haven't seen me in real life, but I'm quite a short person.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, my arm doesn't particularly do well reaching round and also holding onto the pram.
Yeah.
So I'm often like, well, this feels very haphazard. Like, the pram's going to run away with me because she's like, but I want to hold you.
Yeah, I have the opposite problem. Being very tall, like, in order to hold her hand in the pram, I have to, like, lean down like a little hunchback. And then it's like trying to push it along like that is just so
Yeah,
awkward.
it'll be hard on your back as well.
Yeah, very painful. Let us know if it's relatable at all.
Fail.
If you're like me and it feels incredibly dangerous driving around with kids, maybe you just leave them to scream in the back. I don't know.
Some kids might not scream in the car.
Oh, that's a good point. That might just be
our kids particularly don't like cars.
Yeah.
Lily's a lot better than she used to be, but...
Or maybe you're like Emma, who's like a lot of the mums we know, who either doesn't drive or just hates driving.
I would say it seems to be a large number of
Yeah. So I don't know if this is just a particularly dad-relatable one. But get in touch. Oh, we should tell people how to do that.
Oh.
How do they do that?
You can either do Instagram or we've got our little community chat on WhatsApp.
You can find us on all the social media at don'twakethebaby_podcast. Or, as Emma said, you can join us in our WhatsApp little community. Just like, message us, reach out. There's a page on our website to explain all this. You can find all the links in the thingy description down below. So I'm sure you can work it out, find it.
They're very clever people. They can do it.
If not, and you're very quick with your typing or with a pen and paper, it's www.chorusmovement.org.uk/don'twakethebaby.
Or on Spotify, there's now comments. You could actually put a comment on Spotify.
Yeah. You could do that as well.
I mean, I haven't done it to any of the people I listen to, but I now found you can.
I do go around and check all the places. So if you do leave stuff,
you'll find it.
Yeah, I check Spotify and YouTube comments, and obviously we're both on Instagram a lot. So however you do
because we're millennials, we're all on Instagram.
Yeah, it will find its way to us. And if you send us something, we'll mention it on a future episode.
Yeah. So you'll be semi-famous with our 100 listeners.
Yes. Strap your kids into the car seats and let's talk all about thingamabobs.
That was so eloquent.
You know me. We're particularly inspired again because recently we've just had half term.
We have.
So we've done various trips out. So rather than like a holiday or like long time away, we often do little day trips, little outings. But also just at weekends we do a lot of this.
We do, we try and make the most of weekends.
Yeah, or maybe if you've got maybe a baby or something and you're on maternity leave, you do this during the week as well.
Yeah, true.
Go out places, do stuff. So we're just going to chat through some of the very specific details and minutiae of all this process of going places and, particularly with two kids, what it's like. From our experience, we're not experts.
Nope.
Just hopefully this is relatable and interesting.
We're just experts on our kids.
Yes. As we're recording this, we're sort of in the winter period. So one of the things that is particularly frustrating that I want to talk about is I've had this even today with Lily because it's the last day before she goes back to school where she's off school, and when the weather's bad and it's raining, I mean maybe others don't find this, but again for context, we're in Yorkshire, we're in Harrogate, we're not in the middle of a city, and so wet weather things to do,
it's tricky,
particularly with kids, young kids.
Anything indoors is a challenge because there's not much about, and you also know that there is a soft play, but you also know the soft play is going to be packed because it's half term and it's really rainy. What else is there to do?
Yeah, everyone goes to the same places.
Lily's not great with crowds particularly. She doesn't like things too busy. So I'm like, well, we're not going to enjoy it then, are we? And it's not unreasonable. It's actually quite a reasonable cost, money-wise. But I feel like we'd be paying to go in to spend half an hour with her being like, I don't really like it because too many people.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? Holidays are always a bit like that. Even if you've not got school-age kids, often regular activities stop during half term and Easter and summer. And all the touristy type places or all the kid activities are then
flooded.
Super busy. Yeah, particularly when it's wet.
Yeah.
So it's just so many of the activities here in Yorkshire are outside things.
Yeah.
And
which is great in the summer.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place to live. And so I'm not knocking it. In the summer it's fantastic. But in the winter, it is tough.
Yeah, yeah.
Tough going.
You know, sometimes we'll plan ahead and we'll arrange an activity. Maybe like it's a weekend. We're like, okay, and this weekend we'll go do that. And like maybe then in that circumstance, we'll be like, well, we'll go to Leeds or to York. Or like we'll make a day of it.
Yeah.
But it's particularly those days where you wake up on a morning
And
without
what
a
we're going to do
plan.
today, yeah.
It then feels like quite a trek to be like, well, we're going to go, you know, to commute to a city.
Yeah.
And we're not that far away, but just, you know, if you want something for the spur of the moment, you've got to look slightly more local.
Yeah.
And there's limited options. I mean, would you say we're people that like to plan ahead and have it all like mapped out weekends in the diary? Or are we like spontaneous and just like...
I'd say we're middle of the road. So I think we do like planning. I'm not going to say we don't. We both love...
Yeah.
The prime example of this, I think the first Valentine's Day we had, like Elliot made a little itinerary. So that shows how much we do like thorough plans.
When we first started dating. Yeah. I'd forgotten that.
I just think it sums us up quite well. I think often if we happen to have a weekend free, it'll be about a Wednesday where I start to discuss with Elliot what would we like to do. So it's like planned, but it's not mega in advance. It's maybe a couple of days we say what we're going to do.
And a lot of our weekends are booked up in the diary.
They are, yeah.
For various events and like seeing family. But like then you will get a free weekend and you're like, oh, let's do something as a family together.
Yeah,
but often we will leave it to the last minute.
We will, yeah.
Again, you're sort of like waiting to see what's the weather going to do.
I think that's why it's normally a couple of days in advance, or you know, because you have to go. Oh well, it currently says it's going to be raining, but hopefully, by the time we get to whatever day, it might say it's a bit nicer. So yeah. Sometimes
I do get a bit jealous. Like we visited friends and people who live in bigger places, and we've been to some great kid activity things.
We've chosen to live here.
yeah. The other big like gripe and frustration when you've got young kids is you want to go somewhere, you find a good place, and it's like, it doesn't open till like 10 or half 10, and I'm like, we get up early.
We do.
We're ready to leave the house like before 9.
Oh yeah, like we're normally. I can't say there's been a time in recent history where we've not been up by 6 with at least one of the kids. Normally both the kids are up by 6, half 6.
Yeah.
We've had like 4 or 5 hours by the time something's open.
Yeah.
And they're like, they want to go now. Like if Lily knows we're going somewhere, she's like, can we go now? Can we go now? Which sometimes makes it worthwhile travelling to York or Leeds, because at least you can travel.
Yeah,
for a part of it.
True.
But it means like when you're going, what should we do today? You've got a little one going, so we're going out, yeah? What? And yeah, I'm just...
and then you're sat there thinking like, well, I've got to come up with an extra activity
to do
in this next hour. They'll waste all their energy, and then we're going to go out and try and make a day of it.
Yeah, so things need to open earlier.
Yeah. For babies and toddlers, just open way earlier. Oh, we had this weekend on Sunday. You know, we were out. Lily was doing a ballet practice.
She was, yeah.
And we like went and sat in Costa, which we normally try and avoid, but it was the only place that was open.
Only place was open.
And like pretty much all the rest of the customers in there were like parents with young kids.
Yeah.
Because it was a Sunday and like no
was open. Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Even church didn't start till 10:30.
Yeah. We were like, we're stuck. We got nowhere to go. Before we even get out the house, we've not even got to like leaving the house yet. And we're encountering all these like frustrations. So I feel like this topic is one of those which comes with like extreme highs, but also at the risk of like things going disastrously wrong.
Yeah, true.
It's one of those things like when you go out on a day trip.
Often, it's a risk.
Yeah, it's a risk. You could come back feeling like, that was a lovely family time. Yeah. And you can also come back being like exhausted and be like, why did we do that? Why did we put ourselves through that?
Yeah, true.
I mean, it was certainly easier when we only had one child. Less kids to wrangle and get out. And obviously now we're looking for somewhere that can cater to both a baby and an older toddler. So true. You need somewhere that fits both requirements. Whereas before you just need somewhere that kind of
I would say, I think it's going to get slightly easier again because now Lola's like walking and behaving more like a toddler.
Yeah.
It's slowly getting a bit easier in that it's not like, we need little toys to sit her on the floor with. She's got to a point now can interact with more things. So it's getting better. But at the same time, there are things that are suitable for Lily, which I'm like, Lola will kill herself. Like, she's not a sensible child. So yeah, you still have to think about, oh, well, if Lily's doing that activity, what could Lola do, even if it's just in the same venue, that would entertain her?
That's it. Or the reverse, where when Lola was younger, you know, when you have a baby, you can quite easily just carry them around and just go off and do adult activities.
Yeah, true, yeah.
I don't
Just
mean
put them in the carrier.
Not like adult activities.
No,
but,
like...
you know, for us, we like to go to like National Trust places and stuff like that. And like when Lily was young, you'd put her in a backpack.
Yeah,
and you'd go off.
just
We
walk,
could do a walk. We could, you know, go and do it. Whereas with Lola, we've not been able to do a lot of that because you also need somewhere that's going to keep Lily happy.
Yeah, true.
And she gets pretty bored at some of these places unless they've got, you know, something there.
Some activity, yeah.
So I suppose what comes next is getting ready.
Yeah, true.
Which normally does take ages.
It does, yeah. I would say this is because of Lola at the minute. So Lily's actually, we just got to the stage, we've done this for ourselves, we just got to the stage where Lily was like, she'd bring her own little backpack and she's quite quick at getting ready and you didn't need that much stuff. Whereas now, obviously, you're like, well, we need nappies and a bottle and we need to make sure we've got snacks and I'm like, you need a snack and a drink for Lily, but she's quite resilient.
Well, we'd got to the point, you know, 4.5 where I would, you know, risk it and often take her out without almost anything. Yeah. I didn't even take a bag with us.
Because you were like, well, we've got like money in our pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
We can buy a drink, she can handle it, yeah.
Yeah, but you still need, even with a toddler, you often still need like a bag just for like wipes and a change of clothes and whatever. Even, you know, once you've moved beyond nappies, like our bag is slowly getting lighter.
It is,
and having less stuff in it, but
we're getting there.
Yeah. And somehow it's incredible that like you've been up since 6 and you're like trying to keep the kids entertained because you can't leave yet, and that somehow it still takes ages and you still end up leaving late.
I know.
I don't quite know how it works.
I think because we're often like, you're trying to entertain the kids and the other one's desperately trying to pack everything.
Yeah.
But the problem is they often like, I think whichever one is playing with them, they're like, but I want to see what that other one's doing with the bag and I want to help. And you're like, please don't help. Like, Lola loves getting everything out of the bag.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to get everything out. And I'm like, it's not what we're doing.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's always the thing where you're like, you're just about to leave and you're like, well, have we packed this? Oh, no, let's just check.
Yeah, let's
like,
just
maybe
check,
it's like a dummy or something. Or like, and you're like, oh, we can't find it. And then it's like, how can we not find any dummies in the house? Like, we have loads of them. Or like a bottle lid. Or like a particular favourite toy that one of them's requested.
I often get annoyed because we literally have about 6 dummies in this house. One day we left with 1 because we couldn't find any others, and I kept being like, "This is ridiculous. Well, how can we have 6 dummies? We found 1, so that means while we're out, we cannot lose this one. We cannot lose that dummy."
I think Lola must hide them better than Lily did.
She must,
because there's been 2 occasions now where we've had to rebuy the entire set.
Yeah,
because we've lost all of them.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
We started off with like, about 6 or so. Like, we lost all of them.
Yep.
And then had to buy more.
Well, it does sometimes.
And then we did it again.
Sometimes she turns up with a dummy. And I'm like, where? Like, sometimes I see her with 3 dummies on the floor. And I only have given her 1. And I'm like, where have you got these from? Like, you hide them away and then you're like, I'm going to get them out now.
Oh dear. Yeah, I'm glad we're past that stage with our eldest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a conversation for another time. But trying to wean her off dummies was a challenge. But
it was.
Yeah, it's much better with Lily now. So then we need to get to wherever we're going.
Yep.
Car or public transport.
Yeah. The kids like the trains. That is a good one to go with normally. Again,
probably is a reflection of where we live. That like we do a lot of car travel.
Yeah, true.
Because public transport isn't amazing.
I'd say our train lines compared to like Sticks living.
Well, that's because we've both grown up in like really rural.
Yes, that's true. Where I used to live, like the bus would maybe like, I don't know, come 4 times a day. Like it wasn't well.
And when you say 4 times a day, it's like that's not to where you live.
Oh no,
that was to like your nearest
You'd
town.
have to drive to the bus stop and then at the bus stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you missed that bus, it'd be like, well, I'll be here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, oh, I feel quite well connected.
Mm. And bizarrely, like I didn't grow up quite as rural as you, but like the public transport links were not much better. And neither of us had a train station.
No.
You know, particularly near.
If people know about our saga of trying to buy a house, our main thing as well, like we want to be near a train station because the kids, it's just so they love going by train. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Especially going to York and places, like you don't have to pay for parking and.
Yeah, true. Definitely, if we're heading into particularly York or somewhere like that or further afield, we do look at trains.
Yeah.
But yeah, just trying to get to, well, like we said, like somewhere like a National Trust place or
You've
like
just got to drive.
You know, a zoo or a tourist attraction. They're often around here. They are out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
so
true.
like you kind of have to drive.
I've got a thing.
Yeah.
A thing. I don't know how to call it. A point.
Yes, point.
Thing to
What's
talk
your point?
about. But I thought we should do about like choosing where to go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going into that.
No, that's good. That's kind of like I was looking at my notes. That's kind of what I was.
So where you're
like,
heading?
The types of stuff. What were you thinking?
So I was thinking like because we are potty training, which is good in that you have to take a lot less nappies. So like Lola's quite consistent now. You can normally go out with just 3 nappies and you're like, should be fine.
Yeah.
But you have to also be like, will there be a toilet that is good nearby? So it's not necessarily like we do take our little potty with us. And, you know, you're on like a walk in the woods, you can just go in the woods, that's fine.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're like, oh, that might not be socially appropriate just to get her out and go potty. So like a lot of times I'm like, do they have a toilet? Which you do have to for Lily, but I mean, she's like a camel. She could hold it all the time. Like, I don't know if camels do. I don't know why that's a good example.
We often say camels, don't we? I have no idea.
Do they not pee a lot? I don't know.
I think that's to do with the amount they drink. Like they take in water.
Well, I think in my head, I'm like, oh, they don't drink a lot. So she's like really good at holding it. So you could just go once when you're there. But obviously with Lola, she goes once an hour. So you want somewhere that's got like a good toilet, basically.
And as we move into spring and summer, you know, and we visit more of these outdoor places or like a farm or like somewhere like that,
well,
you do have to consider where are the toilets.
Lotherton.
Yeah.
In the zoo bit, it's got a toilet, but it's quite far from some of the bits.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, oh, we need to go to the toilet. Oh, but I'm going to have to... So next time we need to take the potty.
It's amazing how much of our day is often like factored around like toilets, food, and sleep.
Yeah. Well, now she needs to nap. Where can we take her?
Because you've got like this, defined time scale. Like I was thinking as well, I've often taken the kids to like Fountains Abbey.
Oh,
You've got a similar problem there.
Yeah, their
like,
toilets are miles away from the actual place. Yeah.
And so the same with the cafes, like they're like near the beginning and then you head down and like do the activities and you're like, oh, but we got to trek all the way back up to the cafe. But it's like, it's their food time now.
Yeah, like right now, not time to go. Yeah.
And we have this such short gap. We've not talked about this yet. Like, particularly whilst Lola's still having a nap, she's dropped a morning nap, but she has a midday nap.
And I would say she's slightly better than Lily. She will sleep out and about, which is an improvement.
We have talked about this before and we're always very jealous of people that have kids that can just sleep on them as they go about. But like for us, we have basically a 2-hour window from 10 till 12, which kind of peak time to go and do an activity before we either need to be heading back or already back home.
Yeah. Or we'd be like, can we find somewhere quiet? She might have a nap in.
It's a risk.
But it's a risk then, because what if she doesn't?
And then you're looking through like pictures of somewhere online. You're like, do they have like another room? Is it, how busy is it going to be? Does it look like there's somewhere where we could sit on a sofa and like try and get her to sleep? Yeah. Is it going to be like echoey and really bright and loud? Or so it's going on, isn't it?
It is.
And in that 2-hour window, not only are we like doing something, like that's also when they're eating lunch.
Yeah, true.
We have like a super early lunch with kids.
Yeah. We are at about 11:30.
Yeah. So again, you're like looking, does the cafe open early enough?
Normally the cafes do, but sometimes they're still serving breakfast. And then that's a little bit of a problem sometimes because the kids want like something more substantial. But that's not too bad, I would say. Most places we go, if they're kid friendly, they do start food a bit earlier.
So like we basically just have this hour, like 10 to 11. And so we don't need an activity that's going to be like an all-day attraction.
Yeah.
Like, there's actually some really interesting places around here that we've never been to that I'm like quite keen to go to when Lily's older, but we've just never made it because it's like they're too uh, like a theme park or it's just too much. Like, when on a day trip, just to like something to do on a weekend, we're often just looking for something just to occupy that morning slot.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be as simple as just going down to the park.
Yeah,
or like
feeding some ducks.
going to find some ducks, going to, here Valley Gardens here in Harrogate.
I was going to say, I think we should go through locations we go to. That's probably a good idea.
Sure.
So I think one of our best days out was we went to the Mercer Gallery and then afterwards went to Valley Gardens and had a picnic. And that was a really good day out because it was close to where we were and the gallery had like a really good exhibition. It was all about colours.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of interactive stuff for the kids. So shout out to them too. That was good. And then we just had a picnic afterwards. So it was nice and easy.
Yeah.
Trying to think where else we go to. Lotherton we really like.
Yeah, so that's kind of on the outskirts of Leeds.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mix between a National Trust type place, although it's not. It's council
but
owned.
Yeah.
But it's got a little zoo.
It's got a little zoo, so the kids love it. And they have penguins. So we really like there because it's
farms. We go to Birchfield. Close. I was close.
Birchfield Farm, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And if people go, they serve very good ice cream. And they have really good events. They have like pumpkin picking, where they like grow pumpkins. And they have sunflowers that they grow. You can
tulips.
Go pick. And tulips.
New one.
Although last year it was too wet and the tulips didn't grow. But
they have a corn maze.
Oh, yes. See, they're very good. They have a lot of good stuff.
Again, all mostly outdoors.
Oh, yeah. So if the weather's bad, it's not great.
Yeah.
We have been to what are those caves called?
Oh,
something caverns. Stump Cross Caverns.
We always call them Stumpy, I think.
We do. I don't know.
But I think it is just Stump Cross Caverns.
But that was good. But I'll be honest, Lily wasn't the biggest. But that is a bit of an older kid activity.
True.
Like Lola wouldn't enjoy that.
True. I mean, I have got a note down here to remind myself. I see what you think of this. See if you think it's true. I tend to think that a lot of these places, they're slightly more geared, either intentionally or unintentionally, to young boys. And we struggle to find places that like are particularly geared or aimed at like have like a princess theme or have something that's particularly.
I think because they probably try and be universal. So it's probably like, what will all kids like? But you're right in that Lola is more active than Lily, but for Lily, that's quite active. Like she's quite a she's just running around and stuff. Oh, we've got a really good one, the Train Museum.
Yeah,
National Rail Museum. We really like.
Looking at York, there's obviously loads of stuff to do with kids.
Especially
in York.
when we do our episode about flexi schooling, we've gone to York a lot of times.
Yeah.
Just do activities around there.
But I mean, a particular favourite is the Railway Museum.
Yeah, we love the Railway Museum.
Again, I suppose it's like they're all slightly better for older kids.
Yeah,
so
I'd say.
We haven't ventured to like Jorvik or anything because like with a baby it's a bit more tricky.
I think Lily's the right age for it though. I keep thinking we need to do it one Friday.
But we have done stuff like bowling or and to be fair, a regular activity we do in this circumstance when we've got a weekend and we're like, what sort of day trip should we do? We often like just go to the shops. Like we go to
to the supermarket.
Maybe a shop that we've not been to particularly recently, and then we go out for lunch afterwards. And that's our day out activity.
Yeah, true,
we used to do that. We'd like head to York to the outlet centre and go to like some of the toy shops and then go to one of the like
little restaurants.
Or we'd do it in Harrogate. We'd go to like Primark and have a little potter about and then go to a cafe.
Yeah, true.
So that quite regularly, that's our weekend go to.
And often it's because like one of the kids will have grown out of clothes and we're like, well, we need to get these. So while we're here, let's make a little trip of it.
Occupies a day.
Yeah, and the kids enjoy it. Yeah, true.
There we go. I feel like that's a good range of stuff we get up to.
I can't wait to go to the seaside again is what I keep thinking.
That's a nice one.
And the kids love it because it's quite novel for us because we don't live near the sea. And it's just nice because you can get like chips and it's not that expensive. You can just sit with the kids eating chips on the beach. And they're just, honestly, Lily, for being a child who doesn't like getting messy, she loves the beach. She's happy just sat making sandcastles. I think Lola will like it because she's a child who quite likes mess.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
I'm similar in that I love the sea, so I like doing that. But also, like, if we go to like a forest,
oh yeah, we like a forest. Yeah,
particularly if we can find somewhere where there's like something to do in a
or
forest,
like a trail that's got something fun to follow. Yeah. Because I get annoyed, they often have trails, and I'm like, could you not put like a little fairy house every so often or something? Like, it doesn't take a lot to make it quite interesting for the kids.
Yeah.
Just something that they can be like, spot. So what we do with Lily at the minute, which is a good thing, we often make her a little sheet, don't we, with like things you can tick off if you see them, and she enjoys doing that.
Yeah. And I think the good thing, you know, beach and forest, I mean, they're good examples of, like, because again, these trips, they can get expensive.
Yeah.
Particularly like if you're talking about going to somewhere where you have to pay to get in.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay to eat at a cafe.
Yeah.
For something that's like just to occupy a day now, like, it can easily add up the cost. So
it's like we were discussing this morning. A place near us is Stockhold Park.
Yeah.
Which is really good, but it's very expensive.
Yeah. Again, we don't go often because
it's expensive.
Yeah, but I don't think it, for what you get, it's not expensive. Like, if you were to spend the whole day there,
yes, there's
true. Loads to do.
Yeah.
But like,
if you made the most of
we
it.
only ever managed to spend an hour or two there because we've got young kids, so it feels expensive.
Yes, yeah. To be like, oh, we're going to be there and then we'll go home. It's like,
Oh, one thing I've got noted down here is to chat about the accessibility, but in the sense of how we navigate, you know, like often we need to take a pushchair with us,
yes,
or like
true.
deciding, are we going to walk, are we going to take a carrier, like how are we going to get around, how easy is that going to be?
It's a good point.
That varies, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd say I never realised how bad accessibility was till we had a child. So like, I do feel for people who do like have to use mobility aids, because there's a lot of places where now I'm with the kids and I'm looking at a map and I'm like, but it doesn't say if it's stairs anywhere. So like, I don't want to go down this route. Let's say it's a National Trust garden. I don't want to go all the way there if I get there and then I can't get to the actual thing. Because there's been times where I have followed a map and it doesn't say there's any stairs. And then you get there and you're like, oh, well, we can't actually get. So then if I was by myself, if I didn't have Elliot, I'm like, well, how am I going to, because I'm not strong enough. And like, especially with two of them now, I'm like, I can't leave Lola on the floor and take the pram up. Like, and it's at the point where you don't know quite how to do it. So normally it's fine, because normally we're all there as a family. So like, one of you carries the pram up and the other one carries the child. But I'm often like, have to then ask strangers to be like, could you please come help me? Because on the map it doesn't say the stairs and I can't get up there.
With Lily, when she was younger, we used to do a lot of like backpack carrier, and I'd carry her around these places, and that worked better in a way.
It does, yeah.
But a pushchair is so useful, and now it's useful because like both kids can utilize it. We've got more stuff, so you can throw things in the bottom,
and it's quite handy. Like when Lola's having a nap, she quite likes to be in the pushchair often when we take her out. So
we've kind of switched, and we've rarely used the carrier this time round with Lola.
True.
So we are reliant more on places where you can, you know, get around with a pushchair. And because a lot of the places are outdoors around here, like there is often a lot of walking to get around. Like again, like somewhere like Fountains Abbey, it's like quite a long way from one bit to another. Our kids aren't, you know, Lily's not a big fan of walking.
No. Lola's quite a big fan of walking.
Yeah,
we're hoping it'll make Lily improve.
We'll have to see how things change as she begins to walk outside. But yeah, it's just always useful then to have that, you know, a pushchair there with you to rely on.
Yeah.
So we've gone somewhere. We've had a good time with some activities. Shall we talk about food?
Yeah. And then this is a challenge now because of Lola. We have to kind of look up a lot more menus.
So for those
who don't know,
Lola has a cow's milk allergy. Eats like dairy free.
Yeah.
And you're gluten free.
I'm gluten free. So it's a great combination. But normally, so we have to be like, do they do chips?
Yeah.
And preferably beans, because Lola loves beans.
Yeah.
So it means Lola can definitely eat something.
Again, this will vary depending on if we've gone to somewhere that's
like an outdoor
specifically
indoor place
for children, like a kids, like a soft play or somewhere.
Yeah.
Or if we've gone to somewhere that's like is more an adult tourist attraction that we've just gone to. Or like you say, if we're at the beach or somewhere and you've got like a range of cafes and places.
So that's harder than it used to be. Because with Lily, even like with me, as an adult, you can be like, oh, well, I'll just have some crisps and something and I'll, eat something later. Because you can kind of manage your hunger. Whereas obviously with Lola, you're like, well, no, we'll have to find something substantial for her to eat. We have to look up. And especially, I'm really adamant about trying to make it fair. So, like, if there's ice cream, I really need there to be a sorbet that Lola can eat. So, like, for instance, where were we recently where there was ice cream? Oh, Yoke Farm. That's a good mention. We really like Yoke Farm.
We do. That's a nice day trip.
That's a good day trip. It looked like one of them was mango. So I was like, oh, is that a sorbet? And they were like, oh, no, it's just mango ice cream. But it meant I would have gone to Lily, oh, you can have an ice cream because there's a sorbet Lola can have. But it meant then I felt mean because I was like, well, now no one can have ice cream. Because it was fine when Lola was a baby because she couldn't understand. She wasn't eating as much. It wasn't as big a thing.
Yeah.
Whereas now she's really into being fair, which makes sense. Like if Lily has something, she wants something.
Yeah.
So it's easier, like places like Scarborough, I know there's like a vegan ice cream shop. So it's like, it's trying to get your head around places that you're like, oh, well, this will be okay.
Yeah.
Because they've got options.
You've also highlighted a key thing for us when we're on little trips out, which is you're talking about there like cookies and ice cream, which is we pretty much let the kids like
on a day trip it's a treat.
Like so often it's like, well, we'll buy, or even if we've brought like a packed lunch or something, we're like, well, we'll buy some ice cream.
We'll get like a little sweet thing.
And of course for kids, even if it's the middle of winter, they're still going to be like, can we have some ice cream? Can we have some chocolate? So often there's stuff like that. Something that we've often kind of forgotten about recently as we're out and about is at the eating phase, when we're sat at a table, we need a high chair.
Yeah.
So
true.
Often it's useful. But I mean we can manage. We
can get away without a high chair.
It's not essential.
No.
But we nearly always forget to pack bibs.
Yeah. True.
Or spare clothes.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why we always forget this, because we know Lola makes such a mess.
I do such a good job. So on a Wednesday, me and Lola go to baby band, and afterwards we now, to try and be, conscious about saving money, we take a little packed lunch and we sit, because it's in a church, the church has a little cafe. So we sit in the cafe, I order a coffee and she just has her little packed lunch.
Yeah, nice.
But I always bring a bib to that. I'm
good.
like on it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why? how do I don't know, it's because it's like a regular thing, so I always remember. But I'm like, how can I remember put the bib in? But somehow on our days out, I don't know, it's because there's two of us. Maybe if you're like a solo parent, maybe you've done it.
Yeah.
Whereas I think we sometimes rely on each other to do something. Which does mean sometimes we end up with like double wipes, but we're missing something else because we've both packed what we thought we need. So yeah, you're right. We often do that. Or we'd be like, oh, it wouldn't be too bad if we brought a spare pair of clothes with us. Yeah. But we haven't.
Yeah. And at the phase we're in now, like Lola makes such a mess when she's eating.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, oh dear, it's kind of essential, but we nearly always forget.
Yeah. And then we're like, oh, well, we take a jumper off, we can put that back over a dirty clothes, so at least it doesn't look bad.
And then I suppose after that, we're like trying to get Lola to nap.
Yeah.
Or we're like rushing to get home.
In fact, you'll often fall asleep in the car, which is...
Yeah, I mean, that's it, isn't it? It's like...
It's not too bad if that's the plan.
That's exactly it. Is that the plan?
If she's already had a nap and then she's falling asleep in the car, you're in danger territory.
Because sometimes we will do a full day out and maybe we'll get her to nap when we're out and about.
I'd say for that, the train museum's pretty good because they've got like this station hall or something that's quite quiet and dark.
There's multiple little kind of places
but you can kind of hide in with it,
But yeah, often then if we're coming home at like say 3 p.m. or something, and even with Lily,
Lily loves sleeping in a car.
They've had a busy day, and then you're like, suddenly you've gone from like, well, we were trying to get them to sleep earlier, and now it's like, we got to keep them awake, them awake in the car, don't let them sleep. No. We're almost home.
My sister Kirsty was messaging me yesterday. She said they played like the weirdest game to keep Sophie awake in the car. They pretend they were throwing this cheeky bunny out the window and kept jumping back in the car. But she said this was the only game that would keep her awake. And she was like, we needed to be awake. So they'd be like, oh no, the rabbit jumped back in the window.
It is funny what you come up with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now? I feel like it used to be slightly easier maybe because with one kid you would always sit in the back.
I would, yeah.
Now with two kids, like you're reliant on them.
It's...
Like they do keep each other entertained.
They do, yeah.
But if they're both sleeping,
yeah, or Lily's gone to sleep, I'm like, well, that's it. The entertainer's gone.
Yeah.
If we're doing a really long journey, I do squeeze in the back, but it's not as comfortable as it used to be.
No, not ideal. We don't have a big car, so it's not like a proper seat.
No, it's like a little seat.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just about get in there, but preferably I wouldn't like to be squished.
So then it's always that risk with the danger nap. And then you're always like trying to, like we're talking to each other, trying to kid ourselves. It's like, well, they've had a long, busy day.
Yeah, maybe they need an extra nap. Yeah.
Maybe it'll be fine. Like maybe they need the extra sleep.
Yeah.
And then, of course, normally they're up
then
at
everybody's
night.
up late, yeah.
It's the way it goes.
It's like I was talking to one mum and she can convince her kids, like, oh, it's bedtime now, and they'll go to sleep early. And I'm like, my kids, they like, no. It's like their internal clock is like, it's not bedtime yet.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
No,
wow, you can convince them into bedtime and go to sleep at any point.
I said, I've tried it with Lily before. I mean, she was quite young, but I was like, oh, yeah, bedtime now. And she's looking like, no, it's not.
I mean, you can probably pick up from some of this conversation. We're fairly, like, rigid to some extent with routines.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
We have quite a strong structure to our days and our... stuff.
I'd say
we're
a very routine-based family, really.
So something like this, a day out, is often a challenge for us because it's stretching the routine.
Yeah.
Sometimes to breaking point.
Yeah.
But...
I would say, but Lola is better with that than Lily was.
Yeah. So it swings and roundabouts. Like we've got friends who like can be really flexible and spontaneous and just like take the kids wherever and they'll do whatever. Yeah. They'll come back late. Whatever. Like they can roll around it. But like for our kids. The routines we've established.
That's because we know if we don't, there's going to be trouble.
Yeah.
And we don't like having the next day full of tantrums.
So this is assuming that it's all gone well. We've had a lovely time out, had a nice day, some family time. I'm trying to think if we've got any like examples of. Can you think of any stories of days when you've come back and it's like all gone terribly wrong?
No, this one. I mean, I think we're quite lucky. I don't think we have many days out that are horrendous. Lola loves going out. She's so cute at the minute. Tries to get a coat, doesn't she? If she thinks because half term was quite rainy, we kept trying to do activities inside, and Lola would look like,
I want to go out.
I want to go out. I'm getting my coat.
Yeah.
So no, I think we're quite lucky. We normally don't have a horrendous day out.
Yeah,
we normally
it can
have
be
a nice
quite tiring.
Time. Yeah, like it's a lot of work, but the kids normally enjoy it. We normally enjoy it.
It depends what sort of thing it is you're doing, because I suppose the ideal is that you go somewhere where the entertainment, the activity means that you don't have to be mega involved to some extent.
I'd say like soft plays are good for Lily's age now at that point, but obviously Lola does need supervising all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the bliss, isn't it? You can go somewhere and like you can sit like with a coffee or at a cafe
and just
like
watch
as the kids like close by are doing something fun. Like that's just wonderful. You do get there eventually. I know it feels forever with young kids before they do a lot of independent play.
Like even I'd say we went to Yoke Farm. It was this weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And even then, Lily and Lola, I did have to follow them round, but Lily's very good at looking after Lola now. And like they both actually were playing very nicely together. So I was following them, but I didn't have to be as actively involved as I thought I would have to be, which was quite nice. So I did get to like drink my drink and just totter around following them.
Yeah. I suppose the flip side is, you go somewhere where it's a lot of work, it's like the beach or somewhere where you're actively involved all the time. Like it's fun, but it's like tiring. And then you get home and you're like, I'm tired now as a parent. And like if you've got Lily who doesn't nap anymore. And she's like, well, I want to play. I want to do another activity. It's like, I want to just sit. Can we just sit for a bit? I'm tired. We've just been out. We literally just walked in the door.
Especially I was
we
going,
just sit down.
Because what do you want to play now? I want to sit and not think now. Like, I feel like we've done well with our day out. I just want to
that's
sit.
again an example. Like, we have girls, so like often our brains are tired.
Yes.
I do wonder maybe if you've got boys, whether you're like physically tired from running around after them.
Yeah, true.
All the time. So it just differences all the time. I was thinking one of the risks, we don't have this a lot, but it can often maybe like just is maybe you'll get a tantrum like leaving.
Yeah, I don't. True, we don't normally have that.
Often it's like,
but
they've spent all their patience, they've had a busy day, and then they don't want to leave maybe, or like you're going through a gift shop and suddenly they want a toy and you're not getting them a toy, or like stuff like that means there's often a high likelihood of like some sort of meltdown near the end of the trip.
I think we're gonna get to that stage with Lola soon, because she's slowly becoming more and more aware, whereas luckily with Lily we've never really had a problem with that.
And obviously a lot of this is like toddler based, and you probably won't have this if you've got like a young baby. But I mean, there's all sorts of different challenges with a young baby where it's basically just the same daily struggle you would have anywhere. You're just doing it out and about.
Yeah,
like,
true.
So there's a different sort of stress.
I think babies aren't too bad, especially if you're breastfeeding and they sleep on you, then you're fine most of the time. But yeah, because we had a very sickly baby, it was a nightmare taking Lola out. So I think anything compared to that at the minute seems very easy. Yeah. Because you're like, she hasn't thrown up all over everybody.
Often what happens at the end of all that is we've got some various pictures we post on social media, and like we then probably annoy loads of other parents because we're
like, look what a lovely time
we're having.
It's generally true, and we do. I think if somebody's had a big tantrum, we normally do put, like, we don't film it, but we put in the post like there was a tantrum. Yeah. Then we went out for a meal. When was it? When Lola was really little, and Lily had a complete meltdown. But luckily, I think it's because the food took too long. I'll be frank. It was Mummy's fault. I took us to a fancy restaurant. What was it for? I don't know. But for some reason I thought we needed to go to a fancy restaurant. Don't know what Mummy was thinking. It was some occasion. I don't know what it was. And the food took too long. And I remember Lily was an absolute pain. And it was worse because we were like the only people there. So it's not like you could hide. And I remember putting on Facebook, like, this picture looked really nice, but it actually was a nightmare. And then I remember everybody was teasing because they all were like, oh yeah, Elliot's terrible with his tantrums.
That's it. I also feel like a very typical outcome of a day like this is that we'll be looking back through pictures and be like, we didn't get a single photo of all of us together.
No, or just us two. So it was often like Elliot and the kids and Mum and the kids.
Yeah.
And then there's like not one of us as a couple. Yeah. It's like we're two separate people who have the kids. But it's because it's hard to get everyone in one shot. So
that's it. And you're constantly doing stuff with the kids. Yeah. You're not always thinking about that.
And Lily goes, enough photos now. Do you want any more photos? And you're like, great. And we're very good. We respect her things. She doesn't want photos. But at the same time, I'm like, but I just want one of you looking nice with your sister. This is the only interesting thing
we've done in like 2 or 3 weeks, Lily. Please, can we have a photo?
Just one nice little photo. Yesterday, this was bribery. This is terrible parenting. I wanted to send a picture of her with her ballet certificate to Grandma, to my mum, because Mum gets so proud of her when she does well in ballet. And I was like, I just want one nice picture, because she did loads of fun pictures. And I was like, I just want, with your face showing, holding your certificate, I just want you to look at me. To go, no, I don't want to do that. And I was like, I can go like this. I was like, no, I just want the certificate. And I just in a normal, just hold it. And to go, I don't want to do that. I don't want any more pictures. And in the end, I was like, I will give you a bar of chocolate if you will stand still and hold it and smile.
Bribery.
And she did do it for the bar of chocolate, but afterwards I was like, that was bad. That wasn't. Yeah. But at the time,
that could be a parenting fail. We could have mentioned that at the beginning of the show.
It was like she was having a lunch, so I was like, you can have the bar of chocolate with your lunch, but it was still bad. The fact that I was like, I just want this one picture to send to Grandma.
The mention of grandparents there, is there anything we can talk about? Like, we often do our little segment where we go the 90s and we talk about things when we were growing up. Any sort of thoughts, I would say, or commentary about that?
The attitude was very different, which with my parents, it makes sense because there was 4 of us. But I would say we cater our days out to our children. Whereas I think my parents catered their days out to, they like going around National Trust properties because they like history, and we would just come.
Yeah.
And like, we would take part lunch because we didn't have a lot of money. And it was nice. We enjoyed it. But they relied on us a lot more to just play with each other.
Yeah.
So like, my main memory of a lot of childhood things was we would be in the garden playing.
Yeah.
Like, after we'd been around a house that I'd found very boring. So I remember, like, you'd go around the house and I'd be like, oh, yeah, we go from room to room. Which, I mean, it's good for us, really, because me and my sisters are all excellent at history because we've been around all these properties.
I think stuff like that is good.
And it is good sometimes.
Particularly when they're, like, you know, early teenagers or something. Like, I think it's sometimes good to do stuff that they're, you know, find a bit boring.
I would say, and you can't entertain them all the time. Like, they are going to have to learn to be bored and make fun for themselves.
But with like under fives, I think definitely, like I think my experience was similar actually. My parents would do stuff that they wanted to do and would bring me along.
Yeah.
But I was reflecting recently actually, like thinking about, like, I don't always come back from these day trips out being like, oh, we had a wonderful time.
Oh, see, I do.
Oh, right. Okay. I think it's because, like, we're often very intentionally prioritizing the kids.
Oh,
we're doing
true.
stuff that kids find fun. Like, you know, recently we went to see that Miss Rachel impersonator event thing. So the kids had a great time. And I was like, well, this is nice. The kids are having fun.
True.
But none of this of what we're doing is particularly interesting to me. I'm just here. And I come back and I'm like, well, we've been out. We've done something. But, like, we don't go and do stuff that we want to do.
No, but I think I experience joy in a different way.
Yes.
So, like...
You're very... empathetic.
Yeah, it feeds me to see them happy and enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
So like for me, and I'm not like, oh, I'm a really good person, but that's just how I get my joy. So like if they've had fun and even just seeing them laugh and smile and do stuff, I'm like, oh, that was great. I really enjoyed that. I know what you mean though, in that I did prefer going to see the Hungry Caterpillar play because I quite enjoyed the play. Whereas the Miss Rachel, she was a good Miss Rachel, but I mean, Miss Rachel's Miss Rachel. It's not going to be like a big thing that you're like, oh, was fantastic.
But I do think it is a notable difference from like when we were growing up. I don't know whether that's just our experiences or whether this is a trend other parents will relate to, but I think we do intentionally like focus, like we will do stuff for the kids. Not for us.
I think it's an attitude change because I think that's why there's more plays for children now. Whereas I think in the past there was pantomimes now and again, but that was like Christmas.
Or even
not all year round.
Even the places available to go to. Like, I think there are more places popping up that are specifically focused as, like, aimed at young... You know, not just soft plays, but, like, stuff that's for all the family.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not just... oh, we've provided a few toys in a corner here, or like we've just bolted on this extra bit, like, oh, here's a colouring sheet as you go round for the kid. But like they've actually intentionally thought about how is this gonna be enjoyable for all the family.
Which is good,
yeah.
But I think that shows the attitudes change because they've realised there's a demand for kid-centred rather than adult-centred where you bring your kid. Something we haven't mentioned is the cinema.
Oh, good point.
That is a good wet weather day out
thing. Yeah, it's a tricky one. The cinema, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, I really enjoy it, and
I think also I generally go more with the kids than you do.
Yeah. I say it's tricky. I think it's tricky because the age range we're talking about, it's more towards the upper end of like the under fives that it's going to be suitable for, and also. Like we do have a lot of screen time anyway. Like we do watch a lot of TV.
True.
It then feels a little bit like...
Well, it's like we are very intentional then when we get home, we're like, you're not watching more TV because we've just spent like an hour.
Yeah.
But I would say both kids, we went and saw, it was like Toddler Club, and we went and saw Happy Feet.
Oh, yeah.
Me and the girls. This is when you were really ill. Elliot was like ill. Was it in December?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Elliot was like ill for about a week. Really bad. So it was just me and the kids, and we went to see Happy Feet, and both kids actually were really good. Like Lola couldn't walk at that point, so it was a bit easier, but she was like happy to kind of hold herself up and look around and just happy. And like at the end they were cute because like Happy Feet's dancing, so they were pretending to dance like penguins. Like that was quite a good day out for us. And we go to the fancy cinema, which is slightly more expensive. But because it's toddler club, they get like a free thing to eat.
Most notably, because it's the fancy cinema, it's like sofas.
It's
rather than seats. So it's nice. You can spread out. It's easy.
And they have like blankets and stuff, so it's handy if it gets to Lola's nap time. There's kind of a thing to put round her and get her to sleep. And
yeah.
So I would say that's an underrated day trip that we quite enjoy.
Particularly in the winter when it's raining, it's a good one. Anything else on your notes we haven't mentioned before
there
we
is
wrap up?
one thing, but it's a bit of a moany one.
A moany one? Oh, we like a moany one. What's your moany one?
So people don't often understand with our children, they get tired very easily.
Oh, yeah.
So we can only do one thing a day.
Yeah.
So people don't know, like, we either do like a morning or an afternoon thing, and then the rest of the day we're just calm.
Yeah.
Because I think some people can just go from one activity, like Lily's cousin Sophie.
Yeah.
She can go from like being really busy in the morning to doing an afternoon activity.
Yeah.
Whereas our kids, even Lola, once they've done one big activity, I'm like, their patience is gone. They're tired now. We can't get another activity out of them.
Yeah.
Like, it is really pushing it if we do two things in one day. And so we're like, oh, we've been for a walk and a picnic. That's it.
Yeah.
Now we're sitting in, we're resting. We'll do colouring and stuff, but we're not doing another big outing.
And even if we go and do a full day somewhere and try and make a whole day of it, often what we mean by that is that we're coming home at 2:30, 3.
Yeah. 3 o'clock's like
we could never make it out till 4:30, 5.
No.
Like, we would never make it that
unless
long.
we started at 1.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good point. Thank you for joining us. What did I say at the beginning? In the quaint
cafe,
kid cafe.
That's it.
On our day trips out today. Hope you.
I've enjoyed my hot chocolate.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. I've had a nice coffee.
A mocha, you know.
Yeah, normally.
Do we all know our orders?
We're really fleshing out this imaginary setting, aren't we? I
feel like we can't be in an imaginary cafe and not have had something.
I hope you've resonated with some of our stories, and let us know if you agree or disagree. And
let's hope you have some nice day trips.
That's it. We'll see you next time when we'll be talking about a different topic.
What are we talking about next time?
I don't know.
He's got a list of topics.
It's a good way to keep up with what's going on in our lives. And do reach out, as we'd love to get to know you too.
Yeah, very nice. Very polite.
Very polite.
I always forget how we end it. See you next time on our little podcast.
Alas, earwax, we have reached the end of the episode. Good night. Go to bed.
Go to bed, sleepy head.